With most visuals, connecting data feels difficult. Our digital twin visual lets you turn raw data into fully interactive clickable system overview in just a few steps. In this video, we will show you how to link your imported data to the visual through a simple drag and drop setup, and explore how to navigate, filter and interact with your digital twin directly inside Power BI. Start by selecting the digital twin visual from the visualizations pane on the right and inserting the data license. We show how this works in our previous videos. On the right you then see the data fields panel, and in order to set up the visual we must at least provide data for the SVG content, the node ID, the edge ID, the source ID and the target ID. Let's do it for our sample data. So let's start with the SVG data. We drag it from our data pane here on the right. Then we continue with the node ID. The edge ID, which is here, is our edge identifier. The source ID, determining from where the edge starts. And the target ID, where the edge ends. Great, we now have set up a basic visual of our digital twin. For more detail, we can also enrich the visual with further data. For both nodes and edges, we have an option to insert a legend, a tooltip, and a value. The legend helps you divide the nodes and edges into different categories, for example, their node or edge type, like in our example. For that, we select a certain type of data, for instance, the node type, and drag it into the node legend field. The legend will now appear in the top right corner of the visual. We can then also do the same for the edges. For that we would choose the edge flow type as our legend measure and drag it into the respective legend field for our edges. With the tooltip we can display additional information via mouse over, for instance a node description or capacity and units of the edges. So as you see now, there's no tooltip applied for now. However, if we select a specific measure of interest, for instance the node description, and drag it into the tooltip field, we will see when hovering over a node that this will be displayed as a tooltip for further information. Looking at the edges, we still have no tooltip applied since this tooltip only applies to the nodes. Therefore, we must add more information to the edge tooltip field down here. For instance, we can choose the edge capacity and maybe also the edge unit here. If we now hover over a specific edge, our tooltip here also applies. The value field is optional and mainly responsible to ensure interactivity between the digital twin visual and other visuals in your report. In our example, we have inserted a table containing information about the nodes on the left. If we now select a node of interest, we see that it will not be selected within the digital twin visual. In order to fix that problem, we must choose a measure for the nodes from our data table, for instance the node owner, and drag it to the node value field. This ensures that the visuals within the report are connected. If we now select a node of interest in our data table, we will see that it will also appear selected in our digital twin visual. Now let's take a look at our interactivity features and how to navigate within the visual. As shown with the tooltip, you can hover over a specific node or edge in order to display the tooltip. Click on a specific node in order to select it. The same works also for the edges. Another option you have is to select all nodes of a specific category or also edges of a specific category by selecting a certain value of the legend. For instance, if you want to display all nodes that are machines, simply click on the machine type in your legend. Further, you can zoom in and out using your mouse wheel or the zoom controls in the top left corner. By clicking this button here, you will be always redirected to the default view. Further, you can navigate the entire system landscape using the minimap in the bottom right corner. So if you would have a large system overview and you would be zoomed in to a specific field, you would always be displayed in the bottom right corner where you are at in the minimap. You also have the option to hide the zoom controls and the minimap. For that, you simply go to Format Your Visual on the right, go to the layout, and here you can deselect to show the zoom controls, but also the minimap. In the next video, we will focus on node customization. So how to dynamically customize your nodes according to your specific needs using conditional formatting and improve your visual clarity even further. Have a nice day.